cooking for health. So we're doing quinoa today. We're going to make quinoa jollof in a minute. But first, let's start with the benefits why you should be substituting your rice with quinoa. This is a complete protein, guys. It contains all the 9 essential amino acids, which is great for vegan diet or if you're simply watching your weight. And it's very high in fiber, which is great for digestive health. It helps lower the bad cholesterol, LDL, and it helps with your weight control. So it's great for diabetics because it gives you a better control of your sugar. Of course, it's packed with vitamins and minerals like iron, magnesium, manganese, folate or folic acid, phosphorus, B vitamins, and it's packed with antioxidants like flavonoids, e.g. quercetin, which you find in yellow onions as well. It fights inflammation and all the ITs, diseases like arthritis, and you name them. So why quinoa is such a great alternative to rice, pastas, and couscous, guys, is gluten-free. It has low glycemic index, about 50, which prevents rapid rise of or spike of blood sugar after a meal of carbs. And the American Diabetes Association actually recommend food like this. Any food that has glycemic index less than 55 is recommended. It's beneficial in managing diabetes and for weight control. And of course, quinoa, guys, is versatile and easy to cook. We're going to make quinoa jollof. In this video, I have another video where I make quinoa, fried quinoa. You can also just boil it or steam it and enjoy it with vegetable or anything you like. So here are my ingredients for today's quinoa jollof. I've got quinoa, of course, and I've got my cooking oil. It's olive oil. And I've got my spices. I've got tomato paste, and then bay leaves, thyme, and curry are my spices. And then I have chicken bouillon powder. I always like to add that to my meal in the place of salt, so it's one or the other. If I use salt, I'm not using it. And then I've got my onion and ginger and scotch bonnet pepper, which is very, very hot and spicy. If you don't like spicy, you can substitute with red bell pepper, which is just sweet to taste, or add onions to that blend, or maybe just use chili pepper, the long one, which is not as spicy as this habanero or scotch bonnet pepper. So I'm going to blend my ingredients now. And while my oil is heating up, and once it's heated, I use medium heat to cook all my meals. So there we have it. And I'm gonna go in with my tomato paste, which I would fry for a bit, like 5 to 6 minutes, just to get that flavor. If you've ever made jollof rice, it's basically the same process. So here I go in with my tomato paste. I'm not using all of that, the quantity in that can, because it's a small pot of quinoa jollof that I'm making today. Just gauge. If you know how to cook, you know what to put, the amount. So I've put about 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste. Alternatively too, you can just blend your tomato, and at this point you add your blended wet ingredient and fry till dry. So I'll show you how I just fry the paste to the consistency rather that I need it to be like that. And you can add your spices at this point: bay leaves, the thyme, curry. Some people like to use rosemary. Whatever suits you, whatever works for you is good. So guys, like I was saying, quinoa is called pseudo cereal seed. It's related to plants like spinach and beets. It's been cultivated for a very, very long time, right? Over 5,000 years by the indigenous people like the Incas, who actually call it the mother of all grains, and it is. So although it's nutritionally like a whole grain, it's technically a seed, guys, just like you have flax seed, chia seed. So here I go in with my wet ingredient after frying my tomato paste for a while, 5 to 6 minutes. And now I'm going to stir everything because you want it to be evenly blended. And then I will cover it up. At this point as well, I will add my chicken bouillon powder. No salt. I'll add that, cover it up, bring it to boil. Before once it starts to boil in a bit, I would add my quinoa and let it cook. Okay, that's my chicken bouillon powder, not too much, and I wouldn't be needing salt because of that. So I'll cover it up and let it and bring it to boil before I put my quinoa. So guys, like I was saying, this seed cereal is great. It's valuable for being a gluten-free, high fiber, high in protein with all the essential amino acids. I said it has a glycemic index of 50. Now let's compare it with rice, whether white, long grain. Rice has a high glycemic index, okay? At this point, I'm putting my tiger shrimp just to give it a meaty flavor to it. And you can be creative with yours. You can decide to use chicken breast, all cut up or shredded. Okay, I'm gonna cover it, let the shrimp cook, and in a bit I'm adding my quinoa, and I will let it absorb all the moisture. I like to steam even when I'm cooking things like rice. Rather than use water or broth or meat stock, I like to slowly steam it, allow it to absorb all the moisture and cook, okay, by steaming. So like I was saying, compared to rice, whether white, long grain, rice has a high glycemic index of over 80, meaning that it will spike up your blood sugar level, which is not really good if you're trying to manage your weight or if you're diabetic. How about couscous? Couscous is steamed durum wheat semolina that is rolled into granules. So it's wheat with semolina, and its glycemic index is also higher than quinoa at 65. Quinoa is just 50. So this is a great alternative to all the rices and all the pastas and all the couscous if you're trying to manage your weight. And with it being high in fiber, it helps with bowel movement. Guys, our quinoa jollof is ready and it looks so yummy, mouth watering, delicious. So if you like this video, please look out for our next video on how to make fried quinoa, just like you make fried rice. Okay, and please like our videos and share and subscribe. This is me, we're cooking for health. I will see you in my next video. Bye.